Meep. Get to the comments. Ta-da!
Hey, everybody.
Oh,
Where are you going?
I had to get off of camera just a minute.
Well, it made me blurry when you moved.
I had to get something. Oh, why did it do that?
It's trying to autofocus.
Oh, focus. Focus. Focus.
Well, hello to all of y'all from chilly central Alabama.
Very. I'm seeing who all's here.
Matt, turn that down a little bit. Wow.
It can go to low. Keep talking. I'm looking to see who's here. He had a candy wrapper and was ripping it up. Who's she talking about?
If you go on to the beginning of her conversation,
Oh,
the
cat doing
had
the zoomies.
and a dog that had a candy wrapper.
Sorry, I caught it in the middle of the conversation. Birmingham's here. They didn't get any snow either.
Mm-mm.
Lorraine says, shame it didn't snow with all that cold weather. You got that right. If we're going to go through this kind of cold, we'll at least get something out of it.
We saw flurries for 5 minutes.
Maybe 10. Maybe. But it did nothing. And
they got 5 inches where Loretta is.
Well, Brooke was making fun of me on their live for getting sent home from work early, and she said, "Are you serious?" So I blew the horn as I went by, and she said, "Are you off today because of all the snow we're getting?" And I said, "No, we got sent home early in case it happens." And she said, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yeah, I'm serious."
Miss Sue said 10 inches in Milton, Florida.
I know. They don't have snow plows, so I saw where they had loaders in Pensacola to clear the roadways.
Yeah.
We're off center, and it's driving me nuts. How are we going to fix this? Oh, I don't want it to go blurry again. Come over. We went back to the webcam this week, y'all, and we're hoping that works out.
I don't like that. I don't have my arm. There we go. All right.
Cowboy Short said, hello, frozen Alabamians.
Ooh, we'll be seeing you soon.
They're used to a little bit more of that than we are. And I saw, we were watching the video today, it was like 50s right before they got the cold snap again, and they still had snow. It still wasn't melting.
I know it.
No snow at my house either, and I'm totally okay with that.
Edie said she bets the goats love the shelter.
Do they?
Yes. They've been tucked in it every morning that I've gone out there.
They got some thick straw in there.
Yeah.
It looks like it would be pretty comfortable.
They have thoroughly enjoyed to be able to get out of all of everything. They are just tucked in there like little snuggle bugs.
Pensacola, Florida, 9 inches. I thought that was so weird. That's why I said that in the video that you were wanting to go to the beach, and it really happened. There was snow on the beach.
Yeah, your dad and your stepmom sent us a little clip of it snowing, and you can see the bay right behind it, and it's snowing.
They were getting snow on the beach.
Yes. But Nick wouldn't take me. But luckily we didn't, because there was 50 pileups on the interstate.
It was a lot.
There was a bunch of wrecks on the interstate.
But we got all the cold temperatures without any of the stuff to play in. 57 days until the Okie Homestead Expo. I saw where Cowboy Short said maybe we'll thaw out by then.
Ooh. Well, you remember the first year it was chilly in the morning and warm in the day.
Yeah,
We were all bundled up in the morning
that
time.
morning it was cold, but
I
then
remember Cassie having, what is that, fog coming out her mouth?
yeah. Linda said it got up to 30. It was up to about 40 here. And in the sun, it felt good today.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot of wind, but my goodness, that wind as it rolled in was tough. It would cut you in half.
Yeah.
But we got all the animals settled and ready, and they all did very well. And last night was the lowest we'd had. It got down to 12 degrees last night, and all the animals did fine. The water was frozen completely solid.
Yes.
It wasn't
That's
just ice
something
on
we've
top.
not ever seen either.
The whole
trough was frozen.
A block.
Yep. And there's nothing you can do about it in our situation. You know, we're just not equipped for that. But they fared just fine and everybody was good.
Sue said I had ice on my car the first year of the Okie.
That's right.
Everybody's wanting to know if we got babies yet.
Nope, they're holding out. But I'm telling you, them milk bags are getting mighty large.
I'm beginning to think that we may have a baby born in the pasture before those two in the barn.
I'm thinking about putting Dolly Walker over in there with her.
Well, I just don't want to crowd them.
I think I want to take Jill out and put Dolly Walker in there.
I just don't want to crowd them.
I know, but I think Dolly is closer than Jill.
What makes you think that?
Because her milk has come in really heavy. Her milk bags are getting extremely full now, fast.
Susie said, watching from Illinois, I hope you are staying warm. We are failing at staying warm.
We are not good at this.
The thing is, it's going to be back up to 60 by this weekend. Cindy said, I thought they would have had them by now. We did too. Zoe had us rushing to do all that because she was convinced that Belle was going to have hers that day.
They saw her just like we did. Like the video of her groaning and moaning and sitting like
down
a pig.
On her butt with her front leg.
Like a pig. She's still doing that. She's just getting bigger and bigger. So it's got to be.
She's too small to be having that many babies.
Ooh. Linda said, I decided I wasn't going to ask about babies.
Linda, you didn't have to. You knew somebody would.
Yeah.
Lorraine said, it's only 60 here today, and I'm cold.
You know, if you let them out, they would have them babies in the cold. That's right.
Watching a bull traveling to Texas, has hostages been released? The hostage. Oh, she's talking about the babies. No. Not yet.
Nope.
Dean said it was food time.
Well, I don't have any food up. Well, we do have a little bit of a food update. You got a little something to share over there?
I do. You have any frozen water pipes? Tired of keeping my water dripping so they don't freeze.
That's what we're doing.
We didn't at home. We had one at the barn that froze and it thawed today, so we got that taken care of.
Yeah.
I thought I had it dripping, but the hose pipe was still connected, and that wasn't good.
Yeah.
Breezy K said freezing here in southeast Alabama. Yeah, it's freezing everywhere in Alabama. It is super cold. All right, food update. We got a package.
Finally.
It finally came. And we have...
Lorraine said, thankfully, I've never had frozen water in my life.
We have orange pineapple. This is fizzy rock candy. And it came from Miss Lorraine all the way from Tasmania. We have raspberry and orange pineapple.
Y'all, and we have not had sugar in 2 weeks.
But I'm fixing to cheat. Uh-oh, Dean had an outdoor faucet that busted.
I hate when, we had an outdoor faucet that busted too last year. Do you remember how? Mackenzie tried to turn it off with her foot.
Oh,
and
yeah,
broke
that
the
was
pipe.
2 years ago.
Well, last year one of the kids yanked it and broke the pipe. And
Chance yanked it trying to make the hose pipe reach to the chicken coop.
yeah.
Instead of taking the waters out to the hose, he tried to pull the hose into the coop and was trying to stretch it and pulled it. Broke it. Orange pineapple was good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mackenzie tried to do it without having to bend over and tried to turn it off with her foot and broke it off.
And broke it. And it wouldn't go off. There was one time it wouldn't even go off with us trying to turn it off at the road.
Oh, Steinmetz family traveling to Longhorn Lester's.
We love these. We got these last year from Miss Lorraine.
Yeah, but wasn't there apple?
There was a green apple one as well.
This is raspberry and orange pineapple. I'll try the raspberry in a minute.
And
I don't want to mix them.
The kids love these things. And I got a pack to take Miss Catherine and Mr. Tony.
Fizzy rock candy.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Susan said, I too love orange pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
18 in Virginia Beach got 2 inches of snow last night. We get snow every 3 or 4 years.
I'm trying not to make a bunch of sound. I love cooking videos, but I've been watching a lot of these carnivore videos and listening to people dip their food in their sauce and put it in their mouth and try.
I don't like it.
Makes me so.
They have like entire trends of videos that's just listening to people eat, and I don't understand that.
I don't either. I like watching the recipe without the sound of the food.
Ooh, Lorraine said I only made 2 flavors this year. Normally I make 6.
Oh, what other flavors do you usually make?
Well, we know apple.
Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh. They had -9 in actual temps in Colorado, not wind chill. I wouldn't make it.
Everybody was commenting their temperatures on the video. I was like, y'all keep that. Spud didn't like it. Spud didn't like the snow.
I kept
Zoe
waiting.
pulled up. Was it a reel he had posted or a short? Zoe said, Red, come here. Mr. Ed got snow.
He said, we didn't get snow. I can't talk and do this.
Retha's 11 degrees right now.
I like how it has a little tart at the end.
Here in Dothan beat our old snow record 2 inches, now 5, and some areas more. Cindy loves when you post all the cakes you make.
Oh, thanks. I realized I did not have a folder with them all, so I needed to post them. Hi, Cecilia. Toffee apple. Oh my gosh.
Boysenberry, raspberry, banana, pineapple, orange, and apple.
Boysenberry.
I don't know what boysenberry is.
I don't either, but I think they talk about it in Willy Wonka. Schnozberry. You know what she says? Or she's gonna leak the wallpaper.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Katie, you gotta get down.
And banana. Those sound yummy.
Heidi said, you are freezing in the South. Crazy.
Uh-huh.
The crazy part was that all the snow was on the coast.
Mm-hmm.
That was the weirdest thing.
I really wanted to go build a snod man.
You said it anyway. I told you it didn't make any sense, and you said it anyway.
A snod man. A snow sand man. A snod man.
I also make acid drops.
Oh,
which is like a lemon drop.
That sounds very illegal. That sounds like we're going to jail.
Miss Sue says you don't want anything under 70.
Yeah, I'd take a 65. Would be a good day. Mom says she felt cheated here. We're too far from the snow from Birmingham and too north for the snow on the beach.
Weird. Sue Ratliff said peyote flavor.
I was really wanting to see Cinco frolic in the snow. I really thought she would, but we didn't get that.
If anybody was going to do that, it would have been Ferdinand.
That's true.
Ferdinand's always running and jumping and kicking, and I never get him on video doing it.
I know, but he does it a lot.
I never get
He gets
him.
that head going.
He throws his head around and kicks and bucks and runs, and I never get it on video. Are we talking food again? I popped out for a minute.
Well, the only food we're talking about is we got these candies from Miss Lorraine. And she makes these fizzy candies. They're hard rock candy.
It's time for raspberry.
And they're so good. They got a little tartness at the end.
Dropping acid could get truly trippy for a bit.
Ferdinand looked bigger in the last video I saw. He has grown, but
He's gotten a little bit.
I think he's probably grown out.
Grown out.
Grown out.
Yeah.
Grown
How often does Alabama get snow?
About every 2 or 3 years.
If that much.
Yeah.
You may go 5.
Ginger said she saw a video today of men playing hockey on the streets in Louisiana.
I saw, and he's on all across social media, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, is Justin Danger Nunley.
Oh,
he is one of my favorites. I love watching him almost as much as Bar 7.
Yeah.
It's just everything he does is funny. Well, they had a tractor. He's in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
They had a tractor, and they were kneeboarding down the street behind the tractor. I thought that was so cool.
Tammy said, how old are the cows now? So, Cinco.
Wait a minute. It's called Chestnut Hills. Don't be so surprised when food gets talked about a lot. No matter how much they try, they just can't manage to avoid it.
I really can't. It's bad.
Oh. Joan says, keep me in your prayers. I have a colonoscopy in the morning at 9, doing my prep now. Yuck. The prep. Buh. Drinking that stuff. I had to do it for a GI. A lower GI. Ugh. Kimberly says she likes him too. Justin Nunley is hilarious. I'll make sure to add that to my list, Joan.
Come here, Katie.
Katie, what do you want?
She wants attention.
All right, I got it down, Joan. That way I don't forget.
It's probably about as bad as drinking that sugar stuff you have to drink when you're pregnant for your diabetes test.
Christy said, prep is the worst part. There's Kevin.
Hey, y'all.
Kevin went to the beach.
I saw that. I bet they had a good time and it didn't have snow on it.
No, they got out of it before the snow got there. I missed that they had a joint live with Brandon the other night, and I missed it. I never saw it.
Up, but I think I was going to sleep.
It was already over with before I even saw it.
Lorraine makes peanut brittle. She uses bicarbonate and it makes it not rock hard. Ooh,
but you can't bite it. That'd
that
probably
would
be
be
pretty
good.
good.
Oh, how old are the cows? Cinco will be 2 on 5.
Mm-hmm.
And Ferdinand will be 2.
He's older. He's older. You put that down somewhere.
Ferdinand was almost a year when we got him. So he should be 2 anytime, probably next month or so, because we got them in January.
We need to look that up. Write it down.
Yeah. I actually think you bought me Cinco for my birthday last year.
You got Cinco for Christmas.
But we got her in January. We did, like the beginning of the year.
That was your Christmas present.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're both almost 2, basically.
Yeah.
He's just like maybe a couple months older.
And he's a little bit shorter.
Yeah, he's a little thing. But he's got a big old head. His head's massive.
He's got a big old wide head.
He does. It's super roundish.
It's my birthday in 2 days, Lorraine says. She'll be 65.
My birthday's Sunday.
You got something in the mail for that today?
I did. Somebody sent me a birthday card.
Matt, wasn't it on the table?
I think so. She's in the bathroom.
Oh, never mind. What made you get cows? Zoe said, I want mini cows.
Well, the opportunity to get Cinco arised. And why are you looking at me again? People wouldn't know if you wouldn't look at me.
Yeah, they know. Yes, they do. They know.
Is there a card on the table? Card?
I think it was blue.
Yes. Hand it to me. But the opportunity to just get Cinco was there, and we took it. And then we had already been working on the other 2 because a other farm here in town were looking to rehome their other 2 mini Herefords. And so we just had to get all those logistics. They asked us first before they posted it to the public, and we jumped on that. And so within 2 weeks of getting Cinco, we got the other 2.
Yeah, all of them together.
Yes, I got a cute little birthday card from Linda Carroll. I thought that was super sweet.
What's your birthday want?
What's my birthday want?
What do you want for your birthday? See, Sue Ratliff said, arised. There's Juno's.
Hey, y'all.
They want to know what was for dinner when you get through talking about what you want for your birthday.
I got to think about it because I don't know. Kind of sad this year. Nick's got to work on my birthday.
Not just work.
Nick's going to start night shift tomorrow night through my birthday. How about that? So not only are you going to be working on my birthday, you're going to be gone all weekend or sleeping.
Yeah. Edie said you want a moose.
I do want a moose.
No, you don't want a moose. I said, hey, to so many people in the chat, does that mean I have a haystack? Absolutely. Yeah.
Not only that, you're on call as well.
The work schedule I was on is...
Thank you, Juno.
It came to an end.
They got me the same thing this year as they got me last year.
Oh, awesome. Now you'll have 2.
Yep.
But it came to an end for me already, and I was on normal hours. No. And now it's time. No. It pretty much was.
No, you worked last weekend too because we couldn't do our live Sunday because you had to work last weekend.
Yes, I did. But I was just ready to crash.
Yes.
On Sunday.
But now you'll be working night shift.
But it's time to bring everything back to normal, and they need me to cover night shift while that happens. And Zoe's birthday is Sunday, and we probably will not be done by Sunday. But I start tomorrow night, so that's not setting well with Miss Zoe. The problem with the Camel, she can't decide if she wants 1 hump or 2.
I can't sing my song.
Beverly said you want a female alpaca.
Can I sing it?
What song?
I got a camel with 2 humps. I got a camel with 2 humps. I got a camel with 2 humps. So ride, camel, ride, boom, boom, boom. I got a camel with 1 hump. I got a camel with 1 hump. I got quit. I got a camel with 1 hump. So ride, camel, ride. I got a camel with.
This didn't end.
Stop! I got a camel with no hump. A camel with no humps is a horse, of course. Okay.
We went through all that for that. Wow. Katie knows that song. Zoe's got a hubby with a hump. I do.
No.
I do, but my hump's in the front. You and Breezy share a birthday month. Lorraine said, "Get over it. You'll have more birthdays, Zoe."
That's right.
And I have multiple people said, "Will there be a live on Sunday?"
I have not decided.
Zoe's doing a live on Sunday. We already missed one.
Well, it'll be my birthday, and you won't be here, and I'm gonna be all sad.
Juno says, "You being there brings it back to normal." No, just to not go into too much. I work at a power plant, and it's starting back up. So we just got to get it back running to have everything back to normal. It's running out.
It is a Barney song.
Too much info, Nick. Lorraine, I was talking about my belly. Lisa said that was her brother's birthday.
Oh.
And she'll send you 2 foot of snow for your birthday.
Yes.
Zoe hasn't decided, so Nick decided for her.
Yeah. Tammy said that she'll celebrate with me, and Christy said have the kids do it.
I tried to get her to get Mackenzie to do the live
Sunday,
yeah.
They'll keep me company. Okay, I'll do it. That way we can talk about you. I can tell them all the things.
I don't care. I'll be watching.
I'll just block you like I blocked that creepy guy.
How Zoe makes up her mind, just add water and stir.
Oh. I prefer it to be Coke Zero and stir, but yes.
You're the one that sings songs.
Just have a kids live. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, Juno's asked you what was for dinner.
So y'all know we're doing the carnivore. We're on week 2.
Except for eating fizzy candy just now. Now we have to let the kids eat the rest of it.
We what do we have? We have pork chops with a cheese and crunchy top.
Fun. Pick on Nick night. Susan, that's pretty much every night. I don't know where Judy Cole is, but she's the one that gets Zoe stirred up.
Back to the food.
Back to the food. Right. Well, somebody asked. We're just answering the question. Juno's asked a while ago.
Mackenzie did a good job at Catherine's. She did. She had. I'm sure she was enjoying the peace and quiet.
Yeah, she had no brothers. She was there right by herself. She
could binge watch whatever she wanted and just had a good time and did all the things for Miss Catherine and made sure the power didn't, everything was what it needed to be.
Matt, you can cut that off.
Judging by the way Zoe is, should you really say all the ingredients without risking arrest? What's that mean?
Oh gosh, Karen said get Brooke and have a cooking live.
Ooh.
She may be busy on Sundays. Lisa said 6 above 0 here tonight. Farmer Rhett can take Nick's place on Sunday live. What kind of cake are you making yourself on your birthday? Lisa, she's not. Tomorrow, I don't have to go in during the day because I'm starting night shifts tomorrow night. And while I'm home during the day and Zoe's at work, I'm going to attempt to make her a carnivore cheesecake for her birthday. Because after we start nights tomorrow night, I don't know how the rest of the weekend to go. So I want to go ahead and do it early just in case it's a struggling to sleep weekend, because My house is not the place you want to have to try to sleep during your day. Londa said we're 95 short on the likes.
Ooh.
Give the button a smack. Still waiting for a collab with you two and Catherine and Tony.
I know it. I really thought Catherine was going to go live while she was on vacation.
Oh, speaking of, there's Judy Cole.
Judy Cole.
What's that kind of cheesecake? It's cream cheese and sour cream and
Carnivore is meat based. It is a meat based diet.
No, it's not meat based. Animal based.
Animal based, that's correct.
So you can have cheese and butter.
Yes.
And that's what it's got in it. It's cream cheese, sour cream. It's animal products.
As long as your cheese and butter are not pasteurized, right? As long as
they've got to be
full fat.
Full fat.
Is what you whatever. Want. I don't know, but you know. And their carnivore cheesecake might taste like nasty dirt.
It may not be any good.
But I'm gonna like it because I hadn't had anything sweet.
Judy said, "Were you talking bad about me? My ears were ringing."
Yeah.
Well, they were talking about Sunday. Me not being on the live Sunday would be a chance for a pick on Nick night. And I said, that's pretty much all the time, especially if Judy Cole's here. Get a sound machine.
Might do that. We might pull it up on the TV and let you.
My husband uses one to sleep and puts it on the fan setting.
That sounds like something we can do for you.
I make an Oreo cheesecake. Is that meat based?
If by Oreo you mean steak.
But Zoe has been on me ever since we've been together because I have not made her a cheesecake. When we were still eating it, I didn't make her one. And I make one with an Oreo crust. But, yeah.
I don't think pork rind crust would be
No, we're not doing a pork rind crust. Yes, Dean. He said, I thought we did that quite often, even with him here. That's exactly what I meant. Basically. And I'm okay with it. But we can pass it along if it turns out good.
Yeah. If it's good, I'll let them know on Sunday.
Dean said, I need to see that cake. We're going to take a picture of it and see how it turns out. The only thing is, most of my cooking stuff is all packed in the shed because Zoe emptied out the kitchen. That is where my springform pans are, which is why I haven't made her a cheesecake. She put everything in the shed.
Yeah. Christy, we're doing carnivore. I would say we're doing dirty carnivore, but we're actually not. We're staying pretty
true to it.
Yeah. The only thing that we put on it that's not animal based is garlic. That's the only thing we use that's not animal based.
Judy said, I can't wait until Sunday.
Tammy said, I was taught you can't say it to the face, don't say it at all.
Oh, I'll be watching. She'll be saying it to my face. Add mini Oreos into the cheesecake as well. Makes it even better.
Oh, I bet.
Why are you saying all that knowing I can't eat it? What's the matter with you?
Oh. I'll think of that chocolate every time I take a bite. No,
you're just going to have to imagine it. First time I ever heard that, thought someone said it was a carnival diet. Must be mighty colorful.
The carnival diet sounds sure greasy.
Zoe will be drawing up a menu for the Sunday Live.
No, you know what my menu will
Change
be?
that tank.
You know what my menu will be? You won't be here? I'll be eating some pepperoni and cheese.
I have no doubt that is exactly what you will do. You'll go get those meat and cheese trays, and that's all you're going to eat the whole time I'm gone.
Sounds good to me. I don't like eggs. I only eat them because we have to.
You can. I was doing that before I came to Tennessee. Was down almost 20 pounds in 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I started to say. Zoe, just think it's candy.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
No.
Poor old Zoe tried, what was the brown butter thing?
It's supposed to taste like toffee.
That's a lie. It just tasted like cold, really salty burned butter. It
I
was bad.
didn't do it right.
It was bad.
I didn't do it right.
Ooh, I was like, I can't
There's
eat
too
that.
many people that says it tastes really good for mine to be like that.
Oh, steak and cheese subs, fried pie, cotton candy, funnel cakes. I'm totally on board for the carnivore diet.
Right. Oh, goodness.
I'd just stay on the funnel cakes.
Yeah, that's why we're on the carnivore diet at this point.
But not carnivore. Keep going.
I don't know what to say.
Zoe, I can't do all the talking.
Can you have almond butter? No. Almonds are nuts, which is not an animal product. But
The main thing is to reduce all the inflammation.
you actually want a 1-to-1 fat to meat ratio.
That's what that doctor said. He said eat fatty meats you eat. And that's part of that cheesecake too, is it's got to be full fat sour cream, full fat cream cheese, and you put just a little splash of vanilla in it and eggs. And that's all there is. People was asked what was in it, so that's why I was saying all that. I don't think there was anything else. I think that was it. Now there's a lot of resting and stuff for it to form right, but you have to do that a little bit with a cheesecake anyway. Is it working for you so far?
I don't know. I mean, I feel better. We did not weigh to start. We still haven't. I just want, for me,
I don't have to do a diet. I have a pill for that.
For me, I don't care about what my number is. I want my size to go down. I've gained a size or two since I was at my lowest weight, and so I'd like to at least go down a size. And my knee to stop hurting. That's my goals.
Why are you going to stop now, Nick? What is Judy asking about me stopping?
Oh, I don't know.
Judy, you'll have to tell me what you're talking about me stopping.
Lorraine says she likes the fat off the meat better than the meat. It has way more flavor.
God, yeah. So several years ago, I just cut out fat and carbs basically. And I would cut the fat off my steak, and my brother would look at me and say, "It really hurts your feelings to do that, don't it?" Because he would eat it.
Yeah.
We would grill steaks, and I would call the fat off, and he's like, "That's burning you up." And I ain't doing that now. No beans, taters, or cornbread.
We're virtually eliminating all carbs and sugars to most we can. You don't watch your calorie intake or anything like that.
Meg said, I eat mostly carnivore. Tonight I had scrambled eggs with bacon and cheese with a small pork chop. That sounds about like what we eat.
Yeah.
Anita says, bacon is my favorite food. I'm with you, Anita. I saw a picture, and it was me. It said bacon is 70% fat and really salty. And it said, me too, bacon. Me too.
Tammy said if it's full of pork, then it's a diet I can't do. So pork actually is one of them that they don't push as hard. I think beef is your primary.
It's mainly beef, yeah.
Beef, and then
well, the bacon they do.
They do bacon, yes, but they also encourage you to eat a lot of organ meat, which we do not. But I take organ supplements, beef organ supplements, and I really do think they've helped me feel better, just overall better.
Yeah, and Tammy, you don't have to do any pork. You didn't chew. It doesn't make you do that.
Yeah.
Oh, she said I couldn't do all the talking.
Oh, yeah. Why stop now?
I can't do all of it, but Zoe does make me do most of it.
Yeah.
The rock candy is pure sugar.
I know. We're going to be up half the night because we ate a piece of rock candy.
Lorraine, that's why we said we had to start over. The kids will have to eat the rest of the rock candy, but I was going to at least try it.
It'd be a treat once every so often.
It would take us a year to eat those bags of candy. I don't do diets. I eat what I fancy when I want it, and I'm not overweight. At 5'5", I'm under height.
Ooh.
We need to start this diet with y'all to make space for all the eating we'll be doing with in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
especially at the country cottage and the cheesecake on a stick.
I'm gonna be taking me a little break. I've already decided. Well, see,
last year Cody couldn't have the cheesecake on a stick, could he?
They didn't eat one.
Cody had to avoid it last year.
And they didn't go to the country cottage either because they went to the steakhouse. But I've already told myself I would have one cheesecake, and I will do my best to eat mostly meat and cheese.
Well, look, and she said, "Well, I'm gonna scroll back. I try not to do this because then we'll get backwards." Beverly said you can set up for a cheat day, so you can set up to stay on your diet. It's a whole lot easier to stay on one if you can cheat a little bit. But I don't really want to cheat yet. But Nico is right. Country cottage, I am going neck deep in fried chicken and macaroni and cheese.
That's right.
Their fried chicken is so good. And I'm going neck deep in it. I don't even remember what that dessert was that Brandon got that I ended up with, but it was good too.
Yeah.
It may have been some kind of bread pudding or something. I don't remember. Oh, it was so good. Neil said, "You'll cheat, guaranteed."
Oh, no doubt.
Did y'all get any of that snows hitting this week? No, Tammy, we talked about that. It missed us.
We got a sprinkling.
It snowed maybe 10 minutes.
Long enough for me to get a video of the snow falling in the sky.
And Zoe texted me. I was checking game cameras, and she texted me and said, "It's snowing," and all this. And I was like, "Yeah, the only thing it's sticking to is my sleeve." Are you cold there? I think it's about mid-20s right now. It's supposed to go down to 17 tonight, I think. It was 12 last night, and that was wow.
Lorraine says she's only 112 pounds and eats more rubbish than most people.
Some people are really lucky with having that metabolism.
I am not that fortunate.
It's like Chance.
Yes.
Chance could eat strictly junk food.
It's 24 right now.
24? Chance could just live on junk food, just strictly that, and he doesn't gain weight. He eats more than most grown men, and he doesn't gain weight. But he has the metabolism of a hummingbird and can't sit still.
Yeah.
So that's the trade-off. It is what it is. Martha says she watched Brown Farmhouses live today.
Well, I did not get a notification.
I didn't either. I was at work, but I didn't get one.
Tammy said they got 16 to 18 inches in South Louisiana.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, we'd be shut down too.
Zoe doesn't remember being shut down because she was so young, and 93 was the last time we had that kind of snow. That was terrible. I haven't seen those kind of measurements. Most I'd seen was somewhere on the coast getting like 11, but it was still a lot. People say, don't eat this and don't drink that, don't do this, don't do that, and you'll live a longer life. Miserable, but longer. I agree, Neil. I don't listen to any of the people that say bacon's bad for you. Dean said they got down to 9 degrees last night.
I'm okay if I'm inside. I just can't function well in it.
It wasn't that warm inside.
Nick's been cold.
Y'all, goodness. We've had to run that little space heater in the bathroom in there. And it was just cold in there this morning. When I got to go to work, it was cold.
Yeah.
Judy says she didn't know they had a live today. I wonder if they were watching a replay of a live or something, or if they were actually live.
Well, I'm sure they will tell you.
Well, I should have got a notification on it.
We got some of our coon bacon back. It's the best we've ever had. Our homegrown bacon was really good.
It was amazing. But ours was Duroc and Hampshire. And
Yes.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Furnace hasn't shut off in 2 days. It was -1 at 8 a.m. No, thank you. Sarah says Sunday to Monday it was -19. No. There's Heather.
They're using airboats to get around in Louisiana.
Heather just came in.
Oh, hearing coughing. Have we used up all our lard? Not yet. I think I got like 3 little jars left.
I know, and it's gonna be bad when we're done with that.
Well, no, because I still have more fat in the
freezer. Oh, you got some more you can
do.
cook down. Okay,
I do.
That's good. You've got that leaf lard in there too. That's the really clean that you're supposed to bake with.
Yeah.
Brenda says she watched their video, but it wasn't live. Now I did see that they put out a video. I haven't gotten to it yet. It was one of the dogs got a hold of a predator, I think is what it said. Londa says she needs another jar. Sarah said there's a lot of ice on the lakes right now. It's time to go ice fishing, Zoe.
I bet our ice in our trough today was as deep as one of them ice fishing holes.
You could have stomped around that water trough.
I thought we was going to bust and bust and bust forever.
Should have got a notification. This is YouTube. They draw lots to decide who they notify and when. It's possible.
A raccoon.
Oh, Martha said it wasn't a live. Sorry, it was a video. Okay. I haven't gotten to the video yet.
Did I hear Chance call Nick in the video? Yes. You can.
He can't hear, can he?
I don't think so.
We've talked about this before, and I'm kind of being quiet on purpose. Chance has been with me since he was 1. So I'm the only daddy he knows, but he learned to call me Nick from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always just stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not real sure how he figures that in his head, because he has asked Zoe before, why do I call him Nick?
Uh-huh. But we've never talked about it.
He knows that I'm not his daddy, but I don't think it registers.
Yeah.
You know?
His name is different.
He knows his name is different.
Yeah.
But that's why.
Yeah.
Mackenzie was 7 and Chance was 1 when Zoe and I got together.
Put some on your toast with some salt and pepper. Lard.
Lard. Put lard on the toast.
Thor did good getting a predator. Got 2 raccoons.
Oh, got 2 raccoons. Well,
I bet Thor did. We'll have to watch it. I saw it when I was scrolling right before we got on here. Yes.
Londa, you're correct. I'm the only one he knows.
Yeah.
Well, the only one he remembers.
Mm-hmm.
He was 1, and he probably hasn't seen the other one
1.5
since he was 2.
Yeah.
So that will explain why you hear that, Pam. In sports, where Zoe fills out the name, it's Chance Baker. He only goes by the other name in school.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people saying that same thing.
Yeah. Her husband talked about taking lard sandwiches for lunch.
That might be worth a shot. I don't know. It'll be better than that brown butter candy you tried to make. Yeah, he was bragging on Thor, she said. I knew Mackenzie didn't, but didn't realize Chance too.
Yes.
Yeah. Sarah says I don't treat him any different. I'm way harder on Chance.
Yeah. And it gets pointed out a good bit.
I'm way harder on Chance.
Yeah. But
Not than the other kids. I mean that like in coaching and stuff like that. I'm way harder. I'm probably I don't know, pretty tough on Rhett most of the time, discipline wise, but probably have to reel Chance in more there too. So I probably am
well, he's
harder on Chance
older,
for
and
that.
so we expect more from him. Rhett, we we're hard on Rhett, but Rhett's 6,
Yeah, but
and Chance is 10. That's a big difference, developmentally too.
well, I'm just being transparent about it. It's to reel in a lot of that so he doesn't turn out like his
Don't.
bloodline.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Hmm.
He has some of the same issues as his bloodline, and we don't want that to become a legal problem.
Yes.
That's about all I can say about
Yeah.
that.
That's right.
Worst position on the team is coach's kid for sure. Why not change his name? I don't know.
Well, we don't know where the other one is, and it's kind of expensive.
Yeah, and I think in the state of Alabama there's some requirement involving the other one, and we would just let him rather leave him under his rock. He's under the rock, and we can just leave him there. You say you don't want to be like his mother. No, I don't want to be like his mama either, Dean. Oh.
Yes, Sarah, we know that. She didn't mean it that way. She just means salmon jerky.
No, no, I knew what you meant, Sarah, and I was trying to explain it and be the transparent about it and just truthful. I'm actually made it to a live, but I'm completely heartbroken, so I'm just watching.
Oh goodness, Jennifer, I'm so
Uh,
sorry.
I don't want to be nosy, Jennifer, but if you
If
need to
it,
send us a message, go ahead.
yeah, why change his name when it doesn't matter to either him or you? Right.
Well, it doesn't, and he uses
He uses both names
Baker,
for
all his
everything.
sports and stuff, and yeah.
Is Zoe and Nick your real name?
I saw somebody ask that
There's
earlier.
Judy.
Was it Judy? I missed it because I was answering the question. But no, Zoe is not her real name. Her real name is Zoe.
My mama's on here. She'll tell you that my daddy
You're the
named
one
me
who told me
fancy.
that. Matter of fact, you let me know on a live that your real name was Zoe.
Tell her. Ask Mama. Didn't
And
Daddy always call
what
me
is
that?
what is his name that always comments? He always puts the little dots above your name. Richard, Mr.
Yeah,
Richard.
Mr. Richard name.
Mr. Richard, on every comment, he makes sure to put the dots across above Zoe's name because she's Zoe.
Yep.
But yes, my real name is Nick, Judy. We're not doing stage names and
See,
stuff.
my mother has spoken.
Is
Yep.
Neil my real name? I have no idea.
And you have to show the documentation, prove it.
Heather said, "Yep, leave him be with that rock." We know who his daddy is, whether name change or not.
Yeah.
Lorraine says she don't know how to put the little dots.
Me either. That's why I never did.
MC, you never know how a child feels in that situation unless you ask and listen.
We talk about it if it's brought up. We don't.
We haven't talked about it much, really. He just doesn't ask.
He really doesn't, and he's gonna ask.
Now he
If
asked.
he has a question, he's gonna ask.
He
'Cause
did
asks
ask.
40,000 questions a
He
day.
asked you one time why
Uh-huh.
he called me Nick and Rhett called me Daddy,
Yeah.
and I don't know what your answer was.
I think I told him that he just started calling him that, and that's what stuck.
Such an exotic name you have, almost like royalty.
Yes. Mom said that pronunciation is totally a Danny thing. She didn't have nothing to
The
do with
reason
that.
I'm asking, I was dumbfounded when I found out that Brooke and Jason's name is not that. Well, that's their middle names. Their names are Brooke and Jason. It's just that that's their middle name.
Oh.
He is Thomas Jason and she's Olivia Brooke, but that's really their name.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, how about
Quit,
Olivia?
Katie.
Olivia?
Is Nick short for Nicholas? It is, Tammy. My ex-husband was a bad, abusive man. When my daughter was a teen, she legally changed her first name and changed her last name to my maiden name. Well, we've talked about some of Zoe's past and why they are not with their daddy. Mackenzie, you're gonna have to come get Katie. She's gonna turn this table over.
She's trying to get up in our lap.
She's trying to get in Daddy's lap, and that's not gonna work. She can't be in Daddy's lap during life. When I was a kid, I used to think I was Chinese because everyone called me Oi you. What?
Oi.
I didn't know that about Jason and Brooke.
Either.
Mackenzie!
She must be in there with Rhett.
Call Chance, somebody.
Chance is in the shower.
My mom calls me by my full name, Margaret. Moms always get away with it. Oh.
I just
Good grief.
Sent her a message and told her.
Now, Katie, shake. Katie, you can't get in my lap. Not right now.
She's shaking again.
She shake. Other hand. She says shake other hand. That's your real name. How YouTube unprofessional.
You're not supposed to use your real name.
Oh, I should have used. We should have stage names.
Oh.
You could have made your name whatever you wanted it to be.
What would your name be?
I don't know. We couldn't use stage names because you'd forget what it was.
Mine would be Sassy.
Heather says she wants some camera time.
She does. She would be in our lap.
How are the two home dogs? Haven't seen them in a while. It's because we try to keep them out of here because they're hyper and
they'll knock the whole table.
They want to be in your lap. And when I lay back in the recliner, Katie wants to be up in it. What was your pool play name?
Neck Barker.
No, she really did that.
She did. She would write your name, Neck Barker, on all of your cups and stuff. Because they would write your name on your cups so they could know who they're filling it up for. And she'd write Neck Barker.
Yeah.
Or, I remember, Tricky Nicky. Wasn't it? Tricky Nicky. Mine was Zesty Zoe.
You talk too much.
Wasn't it?
Don't
Zesty
feel bad,
Zoe.
Neil. Tom thinks his name is Oi too. Oh, crud. Gotta use the mouse. I've watched too much BritBox. Fred and Ethel should be yours.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Neil's name would be Hammersmith Apollo. That's a great stage name.
My dog's name is Snoopy, but he thinks his name is Stop Chasing the Cat.
Yeah. So, Nicholas, when I'm mad at you, I'll just call you Nicholas.
Zoe doesn't do it when she's mad.
I do it when you don't listen. I'm trying to get your attention. Nicholas!
You also do it like when you have a question.
Nicholas.
You do. I had to make my name up. I thought YouTube said not to use your real name. I don't know if they said that or not, but I don't.
Tricky Nicky.
That's what I'm going to use now.
Neil.
No, Neil, I did not call myself that.
So, one time somebody texted you and said to tell Zoe to take care of Nikki. And I got very upset because I did not know who this Nikki was going with Nick somewhere. And that's how I figured out that his name was Tricky Nicky.
Their names are Nick and Zoe Chestnut.
Oh, that's terrible.
Uh,
Nope. When I first met Nick, I thought he was um part of the mafia. So I thought he was Italian,
that's because I stayed outside all
and
the
he was
time. I was really
really
dark.
dark. And I thought he was Italian. He said his name was Nick. I was like, "Yep, that's Italian for you." Everybody's Nick or Nikki and Nicholas and Nicole, and then he said Baker, and I was like, "Man, that's the
No,
most."
you said out loud, that's the whitest name ever.
I did.
That is exactly what you said.
I did. And I was like, he
You
is
said,
not
Nick,
Italian.
you must be Italian. And I said, no, my name is Nick Baker. And you said, well, Baker is the whitest name ever. That's exactly what you said.
I said, that's definitely not Italian.
My last name isn't my real last name on social media. With all the comments I make, I want to make it as hard as possible to be tracked down. I'm not trying to track anybody down.
His name is Namtet. Namtim.
What?
Neil Namtim. Namtin. He just did it backwards. He made it hard by turning it around.
Oh, I thought you were trying to pronounce what was on there, and I'm like, Zoe, where are you getting all that?
No, his name's Neil Namtin.
Okay.
I tracked him.
Oh,
Figured it out.
you already been stalking Neil.
Well, I figured it out.
Oh God. We will we'll have to get into some of those stories that you started on the live. Maybe we can do that. They'll get a kick out of some of that.
Yeah. I was gonna say I was gonna put you on the spot, but Nick won't play this game with me, so I'm gonna try to get him to do it in a video. I wanted him to do it with me.
Zoe is
the
FBI.
Live. Yeah. Oh yes, I can figure it out. You'd be surprised how many things I come to Nick and say, "Did you know?" Or "How do you know?"
Netman comes from the nickname I got for being so good at finding things on the internet. Ask the Netman.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, go ahead. You can tell them about it because we're not doing it.
I really wanted Nick to do the.
Y'all have to tell me if you've seen this. Go ahead.
I make the face, you make the sound. And he won't do it with me.
Have y'all seen people do that? Somebody makes the face and the other person makes the sound.
So,
she sends me those
example,
videos.
I would go, okay, ready? You're supposed to make the sound.
I told you I'm not doing it on live. I said I'm not doing that on the live.
You have to do it. See, everybody wants us to do it. Ready?
No.
1, 2, 3. You're supposed to make a sound.
What? There's something wrong with you.
Ready?
She sends me these videos and she says, let's do it on the live. And I said, you've lost your mind.
They're waiting.
It's time to go.
They just saw my tongue.
You did. You did. You showed them. Nick can't. He will laugh.
Do it, Tricky Nick.
Ed said, I'm as real as it gets. No, nobody has to track me down. Something wrong with Zoe. I spotted several things in just one live.
Oh, my makeup.
I told you we couldn't do that on live.
Ready?
I
can't breathe.
I told you we can't do that on live. Did you see the video I sent you about the fellow whose channel got taken over by bots?
Oh no.
Oh God, Dean got another snapshot.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Can we go now? Can we go now?
My belly hurts.
I got tickled and couldn't even make the sound.
Oh Lord.
I-
Judy's eyes are peeing.
What?
Her eyes are peeing. Oh, my belly.
It's really time to get off here.
Woo.
Zoe.
Oh God. Oh God. I got tickled.
They stole his channel and it took him a week to get it back. I sent you the video through the Facebook message. Did you get a Facebook message?
I don't know. I have to click over to check them.
Neil has tears running down the inside of his leg. God.
Oh,
That Lard says a protein buzz.
I need carbs. It's the sugar.
That's what it is. That's what's wrong with you. You hadn't had sugar and now you dosed on it.
Hey, sweet pea, what's the matter? You know what?
You been asleep?
You know what? Daddy did. I make the face, you make the sound. You should see his face.
He can't believe Daddy did it. You ain't got a shirt on. No. We gotta get off here.
Yeah, we gotta get off here. Yeah, I know you wasn't feeling good. I heard it.
I heard you coughing.
Okay, guys. Well, that was enjoyable. Thanks for convincing Tricky Nicky to jump in there.
That is a clip I will be turning into a meme.
Well, I guess we'll see y'all Sunday without Nicholas. And we'll
MC said, do it for Rhett.
and we'll celebrate my birthday together.
He don't believe it. He's not buying it.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all on Sunday.
Woman dies of overdose of sugar in Alabama. I can't get the mouse. There it is.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.